Hi, it's Joan. This week, I'd like to look at competitive bidding, that is, both sides in the bidding, and the agonies of what to do when the opponents make a preemptive raise. So, one heart, double from partner for takeout, four hearts. This is a preemptive raise. It should hold nothing really but five trumps. And it's really forcing the bidding up and hoping that we will go too high or we won't find a fit. So preemptive ranges are not designed to make their contract. They're designed to have so many trumps that if they play hearts, it'll be great, but they want to also push us. And should we be pushed into four spades? Of course we should. So let's try four spades. Partner will have four spades. They should have a real shortage in hearts because this will be five hearts at least. This will be five hearts. That's 10. We've got two. Partner really will probably only have one heart. So bid four spades. And the question is, do they bid five hearts? No, they didn't. But let's look at the hand at the end and see whether they should have. So our plan, we've got five diamond winners, four spade winners, and we need one more trick. So we could either trump a club down here or trump a heart, because we've got four trumps, five diamonds, hopefully, and we need one more. So let's see what the defenders do. King of clubs, they're sensibly taking their club tricks. So I think that we should play the 9 and we could try to trump a club here, but it would be a good idea to trump it with the ace. Luckily we did. Now we can go over to the king. Trumps broke 4-1. That means that West started with 4. Now they've still got the 10. We've got to get rid of it. And we can throw that heart away. Now we can play diamonds, luckily. It would be easy to get tangled up in this hand. We've now made 10 tricks. So looking at the bidding, we got 620 because our side was vulnerable. Both sides were vulnerable. One heart, nice double from partner on a 4-4-4-1 hand. And notice that they jumped to four hearts because they had nothing. This is a preemptive raise, exactly what they should do. Nothing, only five hearts and a spade, singleton spade. But these hands play quite well because that you've got such a big trump fit. And in fact, would they have made four hearts? The answer is yes. They would have lost only two diamonds because they've got a doubleton and doubleton and one spade, because after losing a spade, they can trump, and they had top clubs. And in fact, the queen and the jack were dropping, so they didn't even need to trump a club because the 10 would be good. They've got to trump one club to get rid of the 9. But that hand, for all its weakness here, is making 10 tricks in hearts. So it was essential that we bid over it. It gives the opponents a really hard decision at the 5 level. Should they bid 5 hearts? Should they double 4 spades? Or should they pass? Doubling 4 spades would have been a disaster because we managed to make it. Bidding 5 hearts, they would have gone down by 1, and that would have been a very good score because it would have been minus 100 instead of giving us 620. But it's very hard to judge these hands. And this hand here might have hoped that they could take more than 3 tricks defending 4 spades because they've actually got 4 trumps after all. So these decisions are difficult. Normally, if you push someone to the 5 level, which they didn't go to 5 hearts over 4 spades, which would have been a good idea for them, then we should never, ever have bid 5 spades over 5 hearts. But they stayed clear and they lost 620 when we made 4 spades. So there's so much fascination in competitive bidding. How high do we go? Do we double them? Do we bid one more? Do we just pass? And the bid that really started it was 4 hearts, the preemptive raise by East. Have a great week, everyone.